Terraforming the moon is a complex and challenging task that involves altering the environment of an entire planetary body to make it habitable for humans. While it may seem like a far-fetched idea, scientists have been exploring the possibility of terraforming the moon for decades. Welcome to Argirex. In this video, I will outline some of the facts about the moon and possible ways to terraform it. The moon has a white-colored soil because it is composed mostly of a mineral called anorthosite, which is rich in a type of feldspar mineral known as plagioclase. When sunlight reflects off of the plagioclase crystals, it gives the soil a bright white appearance. The moon is much smaller than Earth. In fact, the moon's diameter is only about 1/4 that of Earth, and its mass is only about 1/6 that of Earth. The moon has no atmosphere, or a very thin one, which means there is no air to create wind. Unlike Earth, which has a thick atmosphere that is constantly in motion, the moon's surface is mostly static. The weight of a man on the moon would be much less than on Earth. This is because the moon has much less mass than Earth, which means that the force of gravity is much weaker. On the moon, a person would weigh only about 16.6% of what they weigh on Earth. For example, a person who weighs 150 pounds on Earth would weigh only about 25 pounds on the moon. Firstly, one of the most important steps in terraforming the moon is to increase its atmosphere. Currently, the moon has a very thin atmosphere, and therefore, it is unable to support life. One way to increase the moon's atmosphere is to use technology that can extract gases from the lunar soil and rocks. These gases can then be processed to create an atmosphere that is thick enough to protect humans from harmful solar radiation. Secondly, the moon's lack of a magnetic field is a major obstacle to terraforming it. The magnetic field protects the planet from the harsh solar wind and radiation. Scientists have proposed various methods to create an artificial magnetic field around the moon, such as using a series of electromagnetic coils or placing a large magnetic shield in orbit around the moon. Another crucial aspect of terraforming the moon is to create a stable temperature and a suitable climate. To achieve this, scientists have suggested using solar mirrors to reflect sunlight onto the moon's surface, which would help to raise its temperature. Additionally, we could create artificial greenhouse gases, such as chlorofluorocarbons, to warm the moon's atmosphere and make it more habitable. Furthermore, the moon's soil is rich in minerals such as silicon, aluminium, and iron, which can be used to create structures and habitats for humans. Scientists have proposed using 3D printing technology to create structures and habitats from the lunar soil. These structures could be built underground to protect humans from radiation and temperature fluctuations. Finally, to create a self-sustaining ecosystem on the moon, we need to introduce plants and animals to the lunar environment. However, before we can do this, we need to ensure that the moon's atmosphere is stable and that the temperature is suitable for life. Once we have achieved this, we can begin introducing plants that can generate oxygen and provide food for humans and animals. In conclusion, terraforming the moon is a complex and challenging task that requires a combination of scientific and technological advancements. The methods I have discussed today are just some of the possible ways to terraform the moon. While it may take many years or even decades to achieve, terraforming the moon could provide us with a new world to explore and a new frontier for human colonization.